This is Mohammed Rameez and you are watching Flutterflow NC. We are going to talk about trigger actions. So let's talk about what are trigger actions. So trigger actions are basically the actions that occurs when we do certain operation. Okay, so for example, if you click on if you want to click on this button, so the trigger action is on tap. When you tap on this button, so we need to do certain operation. Maybe we can say show snack bar. So this is the front end which I have created for you that we are gonna use in this video. So let's suppose we can say show snack bar. Okay, show snack bar. Yeah, so when we tab on this button, so we want to show a snack bar. So we need to add a on tab action. So how we can add this action? So for if you want to add this action, you need to go to this button. You can see that actions, so it's saying actions, you can see here. Okay, so you need to click on this button and now you can open directly, or you can add it directly from here. Okay, it's better to use open because you will be able to see another pop-up with us with the bigger area. Okay, so when if you want to do an operation on a button, so Flutterflow is suggesting you only trigger actions. Okay, so Flutterflow is saying that okay, if you want to do a trigger action on button, so you can do only three things. Maybe you can do on tab, maybe you can do on double tap, maybe you can do on long press. Okay, so let's see how these trigger actions use. Okay, so let's suppose I want to click I want to add a on tab action. So I click on tab and now I can add an action. What I want when I tab on this button? So when I tab on this button, I want to show a snack bar, maybe snack bar. Okay, show snack bar, which is saying that button is tabbed. Okay, so when I tab on this button, so I want that it should show this pop-up which is saying that button is tabbed. Okay, and the text color should be primary. Okay, that's fine. And this is the thing which I want when I click on this. Tab mean click. When I click on this button, so this is a function, this is an operation which I want to implement. Let's suppose I want to do another operation which is on double tap. So if I click on add this button, and now Flutterflow is suggesting you need to have only two operations now because you have already used on tap. If I hover over on it, so you can see that triggered when someone tap on the screen. Here you can see tap on the screen once. Similarly on clicking on mouse, so when you click on mouse on the button, or you can simply tap using your touchpad so on the button, so it will show these things. Okay, so next thing is on double tap. So let's click on it, and what I want when I double tap on it, so let's suppose what I am doing, so basically I am using the previous concept. I'll use the previous concept. Why I use the previous concept? So that you will also your revision will also be done when I use the previous concept. So I'm gonna use the page state variable. Okay, and we can say that title, button title. So I'm gonna create a page state variable which is saying that button title, and the initial value is maybe show snack bar. Maybe we can say that show snack bar, and it's confirmed. So yeah, that's good. And I'm gonna create another variable which is button color. Okay, so the type would be color, and it's not nullable. Initial value should be primary, and confirm. Okay, so these are the two page parameters, page state variables which I have created. So now I'm gonna use these page state variables here. So I'm not assigning the show snack bar here. Instead I'm gonna assign the value from page state, which is button title. Page state button title should be wrapped here, and field color I'm gonna wrap page state variable with button color here. So that's how I have attached two parameters here. Now what I want is that we know that when we tap on this button, so we want to show a snack bar, which is totally fine. Okay, which is totally fine. So let's suppose I'm gonna attach not on my primary color, but I'm gonna attach my we can say the page state and button color. So I'm gonna attach my button color, so that in future if I change my color, so the button color, when the button color is changed, so the snack bar color is also changed. Okay, so now I have added show snack bar when I tap on this button, but when I double tap on this button I want to change the color. Okay, uh, maybe color, or the third one what we have, long press. Okay, so maybe we can say that okay, let's change the title. Okay, so page parameter, here I'm gonna search page parameter. Oh sorry, why I'm saying page, it's page state. Update page state and updating the value of button title now, and I'm gonna set the value to, maybe we can say that maybe we can attach combined text, and within the combined text I'm saying double tapped, and how much times. So not how much, let's add a random number, so that we will be able to see a changed title every time. Random integer which should be from 0 to 10, that's fine. And yeah, that's good. I'm gonna attach here confirm. So when I tab on this, but double tap on this button, so it will change the title of the button. Okay, so this thing. And when I long press this button, so I want to change my update page state and my color. So I want to change my color when I long press this button. Okay, and set the value should be random color, random color, because I every time I long press on the button, so I want to the color should be changed dynamically. These are the three things which the three actions which I can implement on a button specifically. So now I have added all of the action triggers action on my button, but it's not enough, it's not end. We have lot more actions. Almost in Flutterflow there is almost 80 action trigger actions that we can use, and that we can perform on various widgets. Just like on the button we have used these three actions, and similarly if we are using using another widget just like list view. So on the list view, if you click on it here, and if I'm gonna open this action, so you can see that we have already 5 actions more, so which we can implement on list view. So we can either use tap on double tap, on long press. These are the three which we already previously used, and we can also use on pull to refresh and on reorder. Okay, so these are more actions that we can use. Similarly, let's talk about more actions. So if I click on column, let's see how many actions we can use on columns as well. Okay, so for these all of these widgets I'm gonna create a separate playlist, because we have lot more actions. So it's better to create a separate playlist to cover each action triggers in a separate video. So in this video I'm gonna describe you the brief introduction about the trigger actions, and how the most commonly used actions are used. Okay, so that's why I've created button and this list view as well. So let's see, if you want to add trigger action on column, so we have many options. So you can see there we have many options on tab, on double tab, on long press, on pull to refresh, on double tap to cancel, double, yeah, we have many actions. Okay, just like this, if I click on row, so you can see that on row we can also use multiple actions, trigger actions. Trigger action is basically the action is performed if you do a specific thing. Which specific thing? If you do these specific things. Let's suppose if you do this thing, then the trigger action perform. If you do this thing, then the trigger action perform. If you tab on it, and you have added the action which we have added like this here. So when you tab on this button, so this action perform. If you tab on this button, this if you perform this operation, so this action perform. So let's run this application and see how this works. Okay, so it's now running. Now you can see that we have a button which is showing the snack bar. So if I smaller the screen, so you need to see here. Okay, so when I click on this button, we already know that it will show a snack bar. Let's see. If I click on this button, button is tapped, so it's showing the snack bar. So when I perform a specific operation, so it show specific action. So which operation and which action? So the operation is when I tab on this button, so action is it show the snack bar. So we also have two more actions. Another action is double tap. When I double tap on this button, so we want to change the name or a title of this button. So let's do it. 1 2. So you can see double tapped 1, so it's showing double tapped 1. Let's do again. 1 2, so it's showing double tap 3. 1 2, double tapped 1, because I have added a random integer here. So every time when I tapped on this button, so it will show the random integer here. 1 2, 1 2, 1 2, 1 2, 1 2. You can see on double tap it's showing this action. When I tap single, 1, so it's showing button is tapped. But when I do a long press, if I long press on it, so you can see that the color is now changed. When I long press the button again, you can see the color is now again change. Color is change. Color is change. When I double tap on it, so it's showing the title change. When I single tap on it, so it's showing the same color snack bar. So that's how it's works. Let's see, the color is change. When I tap on it, so it's showing the this color. So that's how uh, we use action triggers. And if you want to do multiple actions on a certain operation, so you can simply open this thing. So let's suppose if you want to show the snack bar, as well as you want to maybe you want to change a color as well, or you want to navigate on any other page. Let's suppose you want to navigate to the app state page. When you tab on this button, so you want to show a notification snack bar, and then you need to navigate to the next page. So that's also you can do here using the chain. So this is basically an action chain. You can simply click on plus button to add an action, to add another action, and this whole chain is known as action chain. Okay, so that's how you can do these things. I hope you understand how we can use trigger actions, and we will be creating a separate playlist for the trigger actions, separate topic on each trigger action. And if you have any questions, so you can please drop a comment in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.